J-Prod. Good. African girls, please stop requesting money from your boyfriends or boy lovers. African women, stop depending on your husbands. Start working. Get out and work. Men don't take care of people. Men, they don't take care of people. We only give you money because we want to have sex with you. That's all. If you want to depend on men, you will regret. You will regret in your future. Please, whatever you want in life, get it yourself. With God with you, if God is with you, whatever you aim at getting, you can get it your own self. If you want to buy a car, work hard at it. You will get a car. Listen, it was in the olden days that people survived through their strength. It was in the olden days that people survived through their strength. Today, people survive or people work with their minds, brains. And men have brains, women to have brains. So please work hard. But before you start working hard, look for knowledge. Use the knowledge to work hard and you will get what you want. You see, there are even medical professionals, medical doctors who are female and who are even more brilliant than men. So today's world, it is a world of science and technology, a world of knowledge, and we both have knowledge. So study hard, learn a trade, and then use the knowledge, your professional knowledge, to work. Don't use your physicality. Use your brains to work and get whatever you want. And then by so doing, search for the man, the young boy that you love, and then give yourself to the boy. Make sure he or she marries you before you even have carnal knowledge, before he even has carnal knowledge with you. You understand? And then even if that young boy is poor and you have the money, you can help him, you can give him the money to marry you. Some of the girls go about saying, when you help a boy and the boy becomes rich, the boy will dump you and go. Marriage is not by compulsion. Marriage is not by force. I can even use my money and marry you today and then dump you later. So there's nothing wrong with that. When you are taking care of your boyfriend and later the boy dumps you and go for another boy, another girl, he just harming himself because you were taking care of him. When he goes and take another girlfriend or another woman and he is spending money on that lady, then over to him. So you are well-to-do. You can a well-to-do lady or woman will get marriage anytime, anywhere, because any man who even come to you and the man is not rich, you can still marry. You can still finance your marriage. You understand? But today, men are not ready to marry women who are jobless. Young boys, they are not ready to take women who are jobless or who are a burden on them. They will only use you and dump you. So if you think you are attractive, you see, some of the ladies think they are beautiful, they have hips and buttocks, so because of that, they will have to spend men's money before. Look, at the time that the man who is ready to marry you will come, your pussy would have been open like a borehole and nobody will marry you. You understand? So get yourself a job, but before that, go to school or learn a trade, acquire professional knowledge, get yourself a job, and leave the rest to God. You get a husband. You don't have jobs and you are praying for marriage. What do we produce in Africa that you expect the men to get money and come and marry you? Africa, even earbags, we don't produce in Africa. Earbags. Toothpicks we can't produce in Africa. Everything we use in Africa has been imported. So you expect nothing but poverty. So how are the men going to get money and come and give it to you? So what they will do is to resort to dubious means, scamming and money rituals. And it is you same women that they will kill, go for the money rituals and come and give it to you. One young guy who was an armed robber at Nigeria, he was arrested and he confessed that he doesn't like that job, but their wife is putting pressure on him. The wife is just sitting down there surviving through the pussy. This world, this modern world, you want to survive through your pussy, you want to sit down and let somebody take care of you. It is disgusting. It is disgusting to every civilized person to hear that a well-grown woman, a fully grown girl, lady, is being catered for by another person. It is disgusting. In this modern world, even a 16-year-old girl can hustle and take care of herself. So why don't you hustle, help your husband, your boyfriend to forge ahead in future? So this guy was complaining that it is the wife who has been putting pressure on him. Give me this. If you don't give me this, I won't sleep with you. Wah. And this guy was a bus conductor, so he decided to start robbing people. He decided to start robbing. So in Africa, everything is imported. So you don't expect jobs to be created. You don't expect us to get jobs. For that matter, you don't expect us to be rich. So the boys, we can never be rich. If you demand money from us, then we have to kill you, go for money rituals, and then come and give to others before we have sex. That's all. So if you're a girl today and you take money from your boyfriend, that money is, you have blood of your colleague girl on your fingers. Yes, you have blood of your, because when they go for these money rituals, one, it is pregnant woman's blood that are very powerful in money rituals. That's number one. Number two, it is a virgin girl's blood that are powerful in these money rituals. And number three, if they want to use human beings for sacrifice for these money rituals, you see that men are violent and boisterous. You understand? Men are dangerous. So if young boys, if you kidnap them at every least opportunity, he can even kill you. He can shout. Men have the courage. They have the valor, so they can shout, they can make noise, and then they can hustle with you. But you women, you fear. As soon as a gun is pointed at you, as soon as a knife, a machete is pointed at you, then you just give in, and you are weak, so they can easily kidnap you. So those people who are being kidnapped, those who fall victim of this killing for money rituals, 80% are women. And why will somebody kill for money ritual? Because the girl says, if you don't pay, you don't fuck. If you don't pay, you won't have sex with them. Recently, we had some SHS girls. Kofi Papa Netua, Kofi Papa Netua, Kofi Papa Nebedi. These girls are ignorant, and their ignorance has reduced them to a level below share animals. Today, African girls are now like they are like bitches, female dogs walking about, scavenging. They are looking for any man who will have sex with them and pay them. So if you're a young boy and you are rich, maybe you are a scammer, you are this Sakawa boys, and you are rich, look, you will fuck a girl, you will have sex with a girl, have sex with a sister, elder sister, have sex with the junior sister. If possible, have sex with the mother. And if that your girl had teenage pregnancy some time ago in her early years and gave birth to a girl, a baby girl, by a decade, by 10 years time, the girl will be fully grown with breasts. And if such a girl is the girl that you have had sex with, fuck the sister, junior sister, fuck the senior sister, fuck the mother, and if this girl's daughter is fully grown, if you don't take time, you'll fuck the daughter too. Meanwhile, we call ourselves Muslims and Christians. We have more churches in Africa than any other country, but there is rampant fornication. Fornication has seeped into every corner of our lives. That means that we are not even worshiping God. And then you see, the white man brought religion to dampen us, to make us stupid, and to impoverish us. And that is why we are in this situation. So we are not worshiping God, we are just wasting our time. Worshipping is actually religion, or worshiping of God is actually service to humanity. And before you can serve humanity, you must look for knowledge. So looking for knowledge today is a religion. So if your malam tells you that education is haram, schooling is haram, that malam has been programmed to destroy people, but he doesn't know. That's the mental slavery we are talking about. The whites brought the religion to destroy us. It is our own religion. The Bible, the Quran are our books. All prophets are blacks. All prophets from Adam to the last prophet, they were all black people. They were our ancestors. These whites just came less than 1,000 years ago. Then they usurp our religion, they usurp our culture, they usurp our language, everything. Every white man on the face of this planet is from Europe, according to one school of thought. Our grandfather, our ancestors created them, and they were menace to the society, so they took them to those Kakuza mountains and roped them off. That's what they call it, Europe. And they were destroying themselves, so they sent Moses to go and civilize them. And after they were civilized, they broke away, went and studied more, then came and conquered us and usurped everything of ours. And today, they don't want us to know. They are now controlling everything in Africa. They are controlling our thinking, they are controlling our education, they are controlling our religion. So both Islam and Christianity has been repackaged to come and destroy us, but we don't even know. You understand? So the whites, they didn't even have language. They didn't know what is soap. They didn't know what is cleanliness. They didn't know everything the white man does today, copied from our ancestors, and they don't want us to know. So, because we are practicing foolishness, stupidity in Africa as a religion, that is why our living conditions have become so harsh, that we don't even know the cause. So they told us it is because we don't follow God's ways. It's a lie. The Chinese and the Japanese don't worship God. They say there's no God. They worship idols. They're idols. But Japan's economy is $4.6 trillion. Japan's economy, Japan's GDP is bigger, is larger than, or is higher than that of the whole of 54 African countries combined, because they resorted to science and technology after they were bombed by USA, and today they are the most advanced country. This science and technology is what the white man is barring us from. They don't want us to become creative. They don't want to be innovative. That's why they brought us theoretical education. You go and chew and come and remember. We chew to remember. We memorize to remember. We don't study, do, practice, and then understand so that we can relate. We can be creative. So we have African doctors who memorize everything in their head to practice, but they can't create vaccines. This is the kind of education they brought us. So it is mental slavery. This is DJ Prodi. This is my second project. I am preparing a book, and when I bring that book in the form of PDF, try and read everything, you will understand it. But today I am talking about Game Boys, this Sakawa and rituals. I just posted a video on my other profile, which is Prodi for Real. The profile name is Prodi for Real, but my full name is Said Abdulatif over there. I just posted it. They blocked me because I was talking about money. I was talking about what is money. What is money that we need to kill ourselves for money? Because the white man has brainwashed us for over 500 years. We have become so stupid, so ignorant that we are suffering. We are suffering unnecessarily. We are sitting on the world's natural resources. Every wealth on this earth is buried in Africa, but we are suffering because the white man, the Europeans, are working with our brains. They are manipulating us, our thinking, everything. They don't want us to even know exactly who we are. They don't want us to move out of our ignorance. You understand? So they brought us theoretical education, and we are chewing and pouring. They brought us religion, and we are busily worshiping God to go to heaven. They brought us politics, and people are so gravely involved in politics. People are so partisan in Ghana, such that they don't talk about nationhood anymore. They don't talk about national issues. They talk about political issues, their parties. Even if somebody's party is in power and they are looting the resources, they defend them. You see? So they brought us politics to waste our time. They brought us democracy. Democracy started in Africa. Everything the white man is doing started in Africa. Even this policy started, but they will repackage it in a form that will destroy us. You understand? So they have brainwashed us for over 500 years. So we don't know anything. Nothing on earth that we know. Even our own selves, our history, we don't know. We don't know our priorities. We don't know what is cleanliness. We don't know maintenance. We don't know even what is democracy. And above all, we don't even know the problem of Africa. We don't know why We sit on more than half of the Earth's natural resources, but we are still begging somebody who has nothing. Europe has nothing. They don't have gold, they don't have diamond, they don't have bauxite, they don't have lithium, they don't have oil, they don't have anything. Every European country that is advanced colonized Africa, and is still colonizing Africa, and it is looting African resources. So Europe and America, they are using African resources to advance. So they don't want us to wake up. So they brought us religion. So when you speak about Muslims in Ghana here, they say we'll kill you. You understand? When you are speaking the truth, your own people will kill you. You see, they used to kill our people, our prophets, but now they don't kill our prophets anymore. They have taught us how to kill them because they deceive us. You see, they came to ancient Egypt. The whites came to ancient Egypt and learned under our ancestors. All their philosophers, Socrates, Plato, and what have you, they were all students in ancient Egypt. So they came and learned our science and technology, knowledge, took it there, studied more, came back and defeated us, killed all our intellectuals, and then destroy all their artifacts, their souvenirs, every evidence pointing to the fact that we civilized them. And then they started colonizing our brains. They took us as slaves, and then through the slavery, you see, the slaves were not allowed to read any book except the Bible. The Bible that they used to enslave us is what people hold in their hands, going around preaching. We have African kids on the street preaching with mics, whilst Chinese and European kids are in the laboratory doing experiments. This is what they've turned us into. You understand? So they have completely turned us into sheer animals, and we don't even know. So because of that, we don't know anything on this African continent. We don't even know who God is. We don't know what is religion. Look, we have youth in Africa here, Muslim youth who have chewed the whole Quran into their heads. But they don't know that we survive on borrowed money. We have Malams in Africa here, Ghana here, who have the whole Quran in their heads. But they don't know that we are surviving on borrowed money. So when they are preaching, they're just preaching the religion. They're not preaching nationhood. They're not preaching communal labor. They're not preaching how we can advance. And they told us that poverty is a blessing. Somebody who brought us religion and told us that we should wallow in poverty. When we die, we'll go to heaven. Those people have turned their country into heaven, and we are sitting down enjoying poverty. You see what they've turned us into. So we have youth in Africa who has the whole Quran in their heads, Muslim youth, but they don't know that we borrow to survive. We have Christian youth in Ghana here who know how Jesus' name, how Yeshua was transmogrified into Jesus. They can give you the etymology of the name Jesus Christ. But they don't know that we sit on more than half of the world's natural resources, but we are begging somebody who has nothing, and they don't know why. So we have chewed the Bible and the Quran in our heads, and we don't know that we are being looted. So people are busily doing all nights, praying over human-created catastrophes. Muslims are sitting down, pulling tasbih. When they sound the azan, then they'll go and pray, come and sit down, pulling the tasbih. They want to go to heaven. While the white man is looting our resources non-stop, 24 hours. Their machines are in spare. They have spare machines standby, and they have engineers. So when the machine is broken down, they swap. Then they'll be working on that machine. They don't want to break because they know that we are sleeping, and they have made us to sleep. And when you talk, you see people speaking garbage. They speak nonsense. So we have to ban Islam and Christianity in Africa. We have to ban these two religions, close all churches as mosques, and go down. Think. Let's go down. The education they brought us is meant to destroy us. It's fake. But if you don't learn something, how will you know that it's fake? The Quran and the Bible are God's book, even though the Bible was compiled by an atheist, Constantine, who was a Freemason. It was compiled by him. But we have God's words in the Bible. the Zabur and the Torah were sent down by prophets. God sent prophets. You understand? We have them. But the interpretation they give to us has misled us. So let's study it, study the misinterpretation, then sit down and cogitate. So African youth, don't look for knowledge, because the knowledge that is in this world has been programmed to mislead us. Look for the truth. But before you can see the truth, you must study that knowledge that has been programmed to mislead us. After you have learned it, come and sit down and cogitate. For instance, if a man has come to tell you that you should marry more wives and give birth more for the prophet on the day of judgment, ask yourself, do you have your own apartment? Have you been able to build your own house? How do you live in your father's house, a family house, and you want to marry more wives and give birth to more children? Meanwhile, the Arabs, if you are not able to put up a whole apartment, self-contained, your wife is not supposed to go outside and defecate. The Arabs and the whites, they don't defecate outside anymore. You understand? So if you don't even have a common toilet in your household, how are you going to give birth more for the prophet? Is that sensible? You see that they have reduced us to the level even below share animals. You go to Zongo community and you see dead filth everywhere. A half house, a house that is not even complete, no toilet, no bath. You see the number of people in that house. Then you ask yourself, why? And it is these people who are to give birth more for the prophet to get a larger woman on the day of judgment. You see what they have turned us into. You have to ask yourself a question. Why is it that your father couldn't put up an apartment? Why? That is where you should rather think of. Because everything we use in Africa has been imported. So how can we build our houses? So we need to study, do research, invent, discover, and manufacture our own goods and then offer our own services in this country so that we will also become human beings. We can also put up buildings and marry. If you want to marry more than one wife, you should have a very large apartment. Each woman should have her mini apartment with her children. This side, this side. That's what the Arabians are doing. You are living in a rented room, and you are having two wives. Are you a human being? This is what is causing all this problem. And our women too don't work. They are just sitting down, surviving through their pussies. When you come to my community, the wives, especially Muslim women, they say it is the man who is supposed to take care of children. Today, Ashanti women are working hard to help their husbands take care of their children. Work hard, help your husband take care of the children so that in the future, the children will come and take care of you. You say, no, your husband should take care of you, take care of the children. That is why the Sakawa boys are killing the young girls for money rituals. Because the girls are saying they want men who can take care of them, men who are well-to-do. They want money. If you don't pay, you don't fuck. Your mother didn't help your father to take care of you and your brother. So your brother is poor. Your brother can't marry, but you want a man who can take care of you. So if your mother had helped your father to take care of both of you, by now, you, that lady, is even a nurse or a doctor or even a seamstress. So the young guy that you are going to marry, even if she's poor, you can even take care of him. And if his mother too helped the father to take care of them, at least he will be well to do. So before the young guy will come to propose to you, you're already self-made. You understand? Your parents have made you a well-to-do girl, and the two of you will come together and also take care of your children. This is what the white men and Arabs are doing. But here, our women say they won't work, and Islam has come to worsen the case, because we have malams in my community who are saying Muslim women are not supposed to move outside. Your husband is burning charcoal for survival, and it is you to wear ninja and sit in the house? Are you serious? You don't have a common toilet, a better bathhouse in your house, and it's you to wear ninja as well as sooner and sit in the house. You are mad. You are stupid. So African girls, stop demanding money from your boyfriends. That is why they are killing you and they are giving the money back to you. Because you see, the problem is so complicated. It's multifaceted. You need to take it step by step, item by item, and that is what exactly I am doing on my other profile, DJ Prodigy Forel. That's what I'm doing. You have to talk about each issue separately because we have been made so dumb that we don't know anything on this. So when you make a wise proclamation, people will not understand, and they think they know. We don't know anything, but we think we know, so they'll start arguing with you. Or you make a sensible statement. Each key words in that statement are supposed to be explained to them before they understand you, so they start arguing. People are so stupid, they are so dumb, they are so ignorant, and they don't even know that they are stupid, and that has worsened the case. And they even think that they know everything, and everything they know is fake. We have been misled, and they don't even know that what they know is false. This is how complicated the issue is in Africa. So when you see the light and you are educating people, they take you as their enemy. They want to even kill you. Anytime the word is not so fake that when you speak the truth, it angers people. Common truth. Because they don't know what they have been turned into. We have been turned into share animals and we don't even know. So they think they know. Anytime you are talking about sensible issues, people get angry. Issues that will benefit them in the near future. There's one Malam in this my community. He's living in the father's house. Meanwhile, you are about 7 children, and you've married my sister. And you've given birth to 7 children. I told you, Malam, why? You are living in a family house and you are giving this birth. Why? And that house is a thatch house. That house is thatch house. About 4 rooms. The mother is still there. You and your and then there's one spare room and then the son is occupying that room. And I told you, Malam, turn your brakes on. Why? You have not been able to build your own house, and you want to give birth more. Are you serious? Then just recently, I learned he has gone to wed another wife. Went and rented an apartment and put the wife there. So he's having 2 wives. I said, why? When I told him why are you people so adulterous? Why are you people so, I don't know, they are philanthropists, the rapists, pedophiles? Why? Then he got angry. Up to date, he doesn't talk to me. Then I told somebody to go and tell him that, look, Malam, you are still strong today. You can go to farm and come. You're a farmer. You can go to farm and come. With all your strength, you have not been able to construct a toilet in your house. If in your own house, you have not been able to put it. When you grow old and you are bedridden, where are you going to shit? Where are you going to defecate? Today, you are strong. You can go to farm and come. So when you feel like defecating, you can walk to free range to the outskirts and defecate. When you grow old and you are bedridden, where are you going to defecate? So people are bedridden. All these old women and men are lying in their rooms suffering. People will be bedridden for a decade before they die. That is what is happening in Africa now. And religion, Islam, Christianity has contributed the greatest part. They have used them to destroy us. I'm not saying there's no God, there's God. And there's religion. I spoke about the true religion on my edition. Come to my page, DJ Prodigy Forel on Facebook. Watch all my own live transmission. I've posted a lot there. Watch my own live transmission and my own handwritten topics. I'll give you the topic. My own handwritten articles. I have written about free education, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. I've written about spirituality. I've written about religion, false religion, which religion is the true. A lot. And I've written about a lot of topics. You see, we don't know anything. So we need decades to undo the harm the whites have done, the miseducation they have taken us through. We need about a century to undo that harm. So you the girls, you sit down there and you say no money, no fuck. If you don't pay, you don't fuck. Today, your breasts are there. Your breasts are hard. You look lustrous. You understand? You think that you are still a young girl, you are still fresh, so you should sell yourself. When you get to the age of menopause, who's going to take care of you? Who is going to take care of you? So when you are a young girl and you start growing up, you are very attractive. Give yourself free to the young boy whom you love, but let him marry you before. And let him have sex with you. God said, the prophet said, we should love each other for the sake of Allah. We should not love each other because of money. So when your boyfriend or your husband is giving you money, he's not giving you the money because of your pussy. He's giving you money because of God. Because you have your vagina, I have my penis. We exchange, why should I pay you? But women go through a lot. You conceive for 9 months, give birth, nurture the baby for another whole year, 2 years. That is why God said in the Quran that men should give 30% of their earnings to their wives. Because for 2 years, your wife cannot work. So whatever you get, you must give a percentage to your wife. Because the children she's bringing up for both of you. But there's no way in the Quran that God said if a lady has money and uses the money to cater for the husband is haram. But Malams have tried to misinterpret this. They've indoctrinated this thing and they are trying to print the picture that when a woman is taking care of the husband is haram in Islam. This is the agenda the Arabs. The Arabs are white men. This is the agenda they are using to destroy us, because if they make our women empowered, when women are empowered, then you can move forward. So when our women are self-reliant, you understand, when they are self-dependent, they will not give the men the opportunity to abuse them. They will not allow the men to marry more wives. And the Arabs want us to marry more and give birth more, because it is what will destroy us fast, quickly. You understand? So they lie that education is haram, because when you give birth to so many children in today's world, you can't take care of them in education. That's a total education. So it's an agenda. Islam is an agenda to destroy us. Islam in quotes, the Islam that they brought us. God's religion does not destroy people. God's religion is to maintain peace and progress. So if we have worshipped Christianity and Islam for over 500 years, we have been reduced to beggars. We have been reduced as paupers, and we are suffering. That means we are not practicing God's religion. You understand? So in Islam, the Malams have turned our women to their women are so wretched, so useless, and so poor. They can't do anything for themselves, so that the men can abuse them. They can marry them in bounds. It's not Islam. Polygamy is not Islam. It's only in the Quran that God made mention that marry one. In fact, if you can't take care of women, why should you marry? If you live in a country that lives on borrowed money, why are you piling the wives? Why don't you think about why we are borrowing? And we live in a country that we borrow from other people, and it is our women who have to sit down for us to take care of them. At the time those that you are borrowing money from them, their women are working hard. That is why they are advanced and they have extra to give to us, because if we have about 30 million people in Africa, and half of the population are women or females, and these people are to eat and sleep, and the half of the population who are males, half of them are children, they can't work. So 50 million females, 15 million males, 7.5 million children, added to 15 million, you are going to get 22.5 million people, and only 7.5 who are adults. And out of this, some are disabled, some are jobless, some are impoverished, some are poor, extremely poor, and some are aged. So half of this number are dependent. So you are going to get at least about 3.5 million people who are able men, who can work. And we have another few women who also be working. So when you add about 500,000 to this 3.5 or 8, maybe so 1.5 million out of the women, you get about 5 million. So 5 million people working to take care of 25 million people. We can never move forward. At the time, we have another 5 million who are females who can also work and help these people, so that we will have 10 million people working to take care of 30 million people. That is why we are backwards. So our women sitting in the house and expecting us to take care of them is also another cause of our extreme poverty. So the young guys will not get proper jobs. They cannot aspire higher in education. So we will be poor. Then this same woman will request that we should come and pay them before we have sex with them. And we must have sex. If you are grown, you must have sex. So if you don't have money, what will you do? You have to go and kill. So I just posted a picture, a video on that my other profile, Prodigy for Real, where that lady was dancing and shaking the buttocks. Then the next moment, she was slaughtered in cold blood. She was lying down lifeless in cold blood. And according to sources, is this Sakawa boys. You see, when you are a young guy in Africa, you have money. Look, you can just call a lady today and go and have sex with her because they are hungry, they are poor. Why? Because they think that, look, we have reduced our women to the level that our women think that they cannot do anything for themselves, especially Muslim women. When you come to northern part of Africa, women think that they can't do anything for themselves. Even little girls, they start begging for money. Meanwhile, in this modern world, we survive by our knowledge, heads, science and education. And women have brains, men do also have brains. Some girls are even more brilliant than other men. So instead of these women to go to school and become professionals, their fathers who are Muslims will take them out of school and give them out for marriage. And that is the beginning of poverty. So Africa, we have been brainwashed. Please let me talk a little bit about money. What is money? What is money? The white man told us that money makes the world move around. It's a lie. This cash money doesn't make the world move around. People here, everybody in Africa is looking for money. That's how we are poor. You see, they knew the truth, but they won't tell us. They will only tell us what will destroy us. That on me you all depend. Nobody is dependent on money. This world is dependent on intellectuality, knowledge. Professionals who are working, doctors, agriculturalists, animal husbandries, lawyers, engineers, manufacturers. This world is dependent on knowledge, not cash money. Please, why are we looking for money? Because we want to acquire basic necessities and also luxurious things, isn't it? The first thing we want to look for when we get money is an accommodation, isn't it? We want food, we want water. Then before we'll be looking for secondary needs. So let's take these 5 basic necessities. Let's take food, for instance. If you have billions of cash money, dollars, and there's no food in your country, can you chop the money and become satisfied? If you have cash money, billions, and there are no clothes in your country, can you use the money to sew clothes and wear? If you have billions of cash money lying down in your room and you are sick and there's no drug or medicine in your country, can you chop the money, drink water on top, and it will go and cure your disease? No. If even you have cash money, billions, and you are sick, and there are medicines, or there's medicine in your country, and there's no medical doctor to diagnose you and prescribe the type of medicine for you to go and take, the money, your cash money, cannot diagnose you. So money doesn't bring comfortability to us. What brings us comfort is the things that you use money to buy. So if you don't manufacture those things in your country and you print currencies in your country, your currency will be useless. Because every work that we do in Ghana here is to look for money. The corruption, everything is because of money. People go to Ghana and say others are moving abroad because they want to look for money. Nobody is looking for knowledge. So if you if you are selling in Africa here, you operate a provision store. All the commodities in that provision store are from outside. So all the money you get, you are sending them to them, because you go and buy an item, let's say 10 Ghana cedis, come and sell it 15 Ghana cedis. Maybe 50% of the profit is used for your expenditure. So 2 cedis, 50 pesos is your profit. But the 10 cedis has been sent to the white man who manufactured that commodity. So out of 15 cedis, yours is just 10 cedis. Yours is just 2 cedis, 50 pesos. But the white man is taking 10 cedis. So you are just hustling. You are just wasting your time for the white man. You have been turned to a slave of the white man. Meanwhile, the brains the white man used to make those commodities are the same brains we have in Africa. So why don't you look for knowledge and make our own artifacts, our own goods and commodities? This is the secret, and the white man will not tell you. But they will tell you religion. They will bring laws, democracy. They will bring media to come and mislead you. You understand? So money is in 3 forms. We have money in kind, that in the form of assets. Then we have money in cash. Cash money is not money. And we have money in the form of knowledge, because the knowledge used to make the assets. So Africans, let's stop looking for money and start looking for knowledge. You come to my community from Asket to Asket, all those people engaged in businesses are illiterates. Meanwhile, they've all got their heads sitting on their necks, rotting. When you talk about education, they say school is haram. It is a very big problem in Africa. These Zambarma people, these Fulani people, they don't go to school at all. So they have become a menace, they have become a liability, they have become leader to the earth, because they kill each other for survival. Go to Niger. Their country is one of the poorest countries on earth, and they are leading in child marriage. Islam is destroying us, but we don't even know. Christianity is destroying us, but we don't even know. You see? Niger is leading in child marriage. 80% of children, girl children, marry at the age of 10 to 15. Because of that, it's the poorest country on earth, the second poorest country. They think that they are in a desert, they have a dry land. There is something beneath that land. Look for knowledge, and you can exploit that thing. That's why after God said everything in the Quran, the final ayat was that knowledge is compulsory for every believer man or woman to look for it. Then the whites who have turned themselves to Arabs came and told us that knowledge is religious knowledge, not science and technology. So African women, African girls, stop demanding money from your boyfriends. Look for it. Go out there and work, and your pussies will sweat, so that you earn things for your own selves. If you want to sit down and survive through your pussies, they will kill you for money rituals. I'll be back. Thank you.